Good morning, Titans, and welcome to this edition of Titan Television. I'm Kennedy Kavinsky.
And I'm Josh Wood. Today, we're going to be learning more about the new late start snow day procedures.
And we will introduce you to a man who is using his story to bring awareness to social injustices.
All this and more on this episode of Titan Television.
Welcome to Lee Summit West, home of the Titans. Here on Titan Television, we keep you updated on all the current events here at our school and in our community. From clubs and sports to teachers and students, we make sure you never miss a thing. Your students telling your stories. This is Titan Television.
Social justices are an important topic in today's society.
Cody Ball and I had the chance to talk to someone who was failed by the justice system.
In partnership with the Midwest Innocence Project, Ricky Kidd brought this important topic and discussion here to Lee Summit West.
Public interest lawyer Bryan Stevenson has dedicated his career to helping the poor, incarcerated, and the condemned. So when English teacher Elisa Cassidy had the opportunity to use his documentary as a learning tool, she jumped at the chance.
I wanted to involve the students just to give them a sense of power. I think that students feel like they're just not necessarily involved in their learning, and this is something important, and they can become involved and they can definitely be an advocate for change. So I thought that was very important.
And junior Jordan Brown agrees.
That is important. It's an important conversation because this is the system that we're growing up in. And this is the system that we're also going to be able to change whenever we grow up. And understanding it at such a young age now helps us get a better understanding of how we can change it in the future.
Cassidy handpicked a group of students, including Brown, to speak at a social justice awareness event that would include a Q&A, a screening of Bryan Stevenson's True Justice documentary, and a keynote speaker from the Midwest Innocence Project. The MIP sent community engagement spokesperson Ricky Kidd to headline this event. This organization is dedicated to exonerating wrongfully convicted people. And not only did Kidd share insightful information, he had a story of his own to tell. Up until August 15, 2019, Kidd was behind bars for a crime he did not commit.
March of 1997, they convicted me of 2 counts of first-degree murder and sentenced me to life without the possibility of parole. They never wanted me to come home again.
And Kidd's case proves just how difficult it is to correct an injustice.
I don't belong. They put me in a place, they put an innocent man in a place built for the guilty.
After 23 years and 11 failed appeals, the Midwest Innocence Project got Kidd the call he'd been waiting for.
I said, "You're free, Ricky, you're free. The judge ruled in your favor, you're going home, you're free."
I was back smiling again. So I made jokes all the way out the door. I was so happy.
And even after spending so much time behind bars, Kidd is using his experience for good.
We all have the spirit of resiliency, and I like telling my story and connecting with other people because I'm not just telling my story, I'm telling our story. This is our story, the human story, knowing that we have the ability to tap into our tenacity and be resilient.
With photographer Cody Ball, this is Kennedy Kavinsky, reporting for Titan Television.
If you're interested in this topic and want to learn more, check out Stevenson's HBO documentary, True Justice, or his book, Just Mercy, which will be released as a movie on Christmas Day.
This year, the LSR 7 school district is implementing a late start option for inclement weather situations.
Tucker Thompson will help us understand this new protocol for snow days and why it is beneficial.
After having 11 snow days last year, the school district approved the use of 2-hour delayed starts to help keep us in school.
Right now it is about conditions, and if it is too icy and too slick, more than likely it's going to be a full day cancel. But if it's too cold or there's an event where it really appears it's a very short-lived snow event or something coming through and we just need a couple hours to clean things up, then there is a possibility that we could use that 2-hour late start.
With this additional option, the district has more to communicate to parents, staff, and students.
When it's a snow day, it's pretty simple. You don't show up. Now we have kind of this complicated set of directions for how a 2-hour delayed start would work, and we need to make sure people understand that before we have our first one.
So snow day calls will look a little different than they did last year.
Last year really was about kind of exploring and elevating the idea of voice.
It's a snow day today!
And obviously sports personalities and sports broadcasters are some of our most recognizable and beloved voices in our community. This year we want to continue that theme in a little bit of a different way, so we're going to explore a new concept, and really all I can say is that it's going to hit a little closer to home.
For seniors like myself, I know we are excited to see as many snow days as we can. With photographer Kayla McDonald, I'm Tucker Thompson, reporting for Titan Television.
Thanks, Tucker. It will really be interesting to see this late start effect as winter approaches.
Now we'll send it over to Cody Ball and Cam Carswell with the Titan Sports Update.
Hello Titans, and welcome to this edition of Titan Sports Update. I'm Cody Ball.
And I'm Cam Carswell. With the end of fall sports, West saw success across a variety of different sports. We start with the girls cross country team, who brought home the state championship for the second year in a row.
Abby Rasmussen has more on some of the seniors that helped lead this team to success.
In the 16 years Lee Summit West has been open, the girls cross country team has won 7 state titles, and one group of girls has been a part of 2 of those.
Such a cool moment to win state because your whole season you're working for it and thinking about it and training for it. So when it all comes together on that one day, it's one of the best moments.
Seniors Madison Halsey, Addie Mathis, and Kenna Butler have actually stood on the podium all 4 years, having also earned a 2nd and 3rd place finish during their high school career.
I think that the relationship between Maddie, Addie, and I has definitely helped with motivation. Knowing that every single day we're all going to be there together doing workouts, and especially having that bond when it comes to race time, knowing that we need to perform for each other.
It's really good to be close friends with each other because you can trust each other and you know that they're going to work hard for you.
I wouldn't want to do it with anyone else, and it's just kind of a cool community that you lift each other up through the hard days, and then you get to achieve these amazing things together.
This bond not only helps them win state championships, but strive in the classroom as well.
You're definitely a lot busier as an athlete. You have to go to practice after school and make sure that you get to bed on a good time so that you're well rested. But I'd say being an athlete also helps with your academics because it teaches you how to work hard and manage your time. So they kind of go hand in hand.
Their work in the classroom has earned each of them academic state recognition for 4 years straight.
Just being able to manage my time and knowing that you do have to put in work to get things that you want.
Each of the girls plan to continue the running at the collegiate level. Butler is committed to Mizzou, Halsey to Ole Miss, and Mathis has not yet made a decision.
I think that one thing I'll miss is just the team bond that we get. Going forward, I know that the team's a lot bigger in college. And just having the small group of us in high school is just really, you get to know everybody.
With photographers Dalton Pennington and Cody Ball, this is Abby Rasmussen reporting for Titan Sports Update.
The boys team finished 5th place at sectionals and had 3 runners qualify for state.
Congratulations to one of those qualifiers, senior Will Carroll, who signed to run cross country and track at Kansas State University.
The boys soccer team came up just short in the state semifinals, but bounced back with the win in the consolation game to take 3rd at state.
The 3rd place finish is the highest placement by a boys soccer team in the history of West. Congratulations. Now moving to the green, senior Bridget Sechrist was the lone representative for the girls golf team at state.
Diving into the pool, the boys swim and dive team had a good run at state as they placed 6 out of 34 teams. Hayden Ostrich and I have more.
2019 boys swim and dive team reached new heights this year behind first-year head coach Jennifer Ailshire.
It gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. It's awesome. I have had a great team of coaches working around me. The boys have done a great job of buying in.
The team experienced tremendous success this season. They were conference champions, had 19 state qualifiers, and broke 7 school records.
It's the best team we've ever had in school history by far.
New record holders include Caleb Ellis, Dominique D'Amico, Alex Green, and freshman Leo Cruz, who believes there were several factors that contributed to the team's success this year.
just the chemistry of all of us being supportive of each other, the hard work, of course, and just coming together and all the depth that we have.
The Titans placed 6th overall out of 34 teams at state. Sophomore Caleb Ellis broke the school record in the 200 individual medley. The free relay team of Caleb Ellis, Dan Martin, Jesse Ailshire, and Leo Cruz received all-state recognition. Congratulations on a great season, Titans. With photographer Hayden Ostrich, this is Cam Careswell reporting for Titan TV.
The girls swim team had their first meet this past Saturday against Park Hill. They'll travel to Henley Aquatic Center Saturday for an invitational.
The girls basketball team followed up a season opening loss to Liberty North as they defeated Blue Springs last Monday for their first victory of the season.
They will travel to Columbia to play the Rockbridge Bruins tomorrow before taking on St. Joe Benton on Thursday here at West.
The boys team has a tournament this week at Liberty North. They will play Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Good luck to Coach Schieber and his squad.
Last, but certainly not least, Coach West and the wrestling team have a match tomorrow versus Blue Springs at 6 in the Fieldhouse, so make sure to come out and support.
Make sure to check out the LSW Sports Update for updates on all things Titan Sports. That's all we have for you on this edition of Titan Sports Update.
Back to Candy and Josh in the studio.
Thanks, boys. As the winter season begins, we look back at one group here at West who had much success this past fall.
In their second season, under the direction of Sergeant Ray Northcutt, the ROTC Raiders are nationally ranked.
You get 60 seconds.
And they credit this to their hard work and training. This training consists of a 5K and then a circuit, which consists of 50-pound ammo cans, water jugs, tire flips, tire pulls, truck pulls, and plank walking.
Left, right.
It's challenging physically when you start out, but once you start getting involved, you start getting more challenged mentally because you start feeling like if you're good enough for the team or not, and then you have to push through that.
These Raiders are gaining valuable leadership skills that will help them in the future.
It's made me a lot stronger physically and mentally. Before I was barely a leader, and now I'm Raider commander.
You learn how to lead people, but you also learn how to follow other good leaders.
Recently, the boys team placed third in the nation, and the girls team placed second.
It's pretty surreal that we're the top Air Force school in the nation. Coming from nothing to being the best, that's awesome.
The team will resume competitions in the spring. With photographers Will Jones and Thomas Andrews, I'm Zach Calder, reporting for Titan Television.
As they mentioned, training is a big part of their success, and as part of our newest segment here on the show, we sent one of our producers, Tucker Thompson, to train with the Lee Summit West ROTC Raiders.
On this episode, I'll be joining the nationally ranked Air Force Raiders, and we'll see how it goes.
Stay with the group.
Oh, am I running?
Yes, running. Go, keep going, straight.
Run again. I have to step on you guys?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Are we running? Again? Why does everything run? Why can't we do anything at a walk? Oh gosh. I might black out.
Oh!
Oh, hang it.
7, 8, 9.
Right!
Sorry.
45. Overhead. There you go.
Good try, Tucker. Maybe with that height, you'll be better on the court. If you have any suggestions on what Tucker should try next, make sure to submit your idea to LS West Online.
For more news, check out LS West Online and follow all of our social medias. And as a reminder, finals start next week.
1st and 7th hours finals are on Wednesday. 2nd and 6th hour finals are on Thursday, and 3rd, 4th, and 5th hour finals will be on Friday.
Friday is also an early release day and the end of the first semester.
And that'll wrap up the final Titan Television of this decade. From all of us here in Studio 2081, have a happy holiday.
We'll see you next year.
Welcome to Lee Summit West, home of the Titans. Here on Titan Television, we keep you updated on all the current events here at our school and in our community. From clubs and sports to teachers and students, we make sure you never miss a thing. Your students telling your stories. This is Titan Television.